Hello friends, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I'm Gourav Gupta and I welcome all of you in this next session of 500 most expected QA questions. All these questions will belong to the similar level of difficulty which we have seen in the previous year papers of CAT examination. A lot of you have requested us to raise the level of difficulty. So yes, we are raising the level of difficulty slowly and gradually because we want to take care of every category, every set of students. So friends, welcome back once again. A very good afternoon, all of you, Ajita, Chanda. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible to all of you. All right. So, friends, once again in this session, we'll be discussing some of the questions of QA section, which will help you in your preparation, in your revision, basically brushing up all the fundamentals and the concepts of the QA section that will be tested in almost every examination like CAT, ZAT, Symbiosis, NARCI, MHCT, and so on and so forth. All right. So, let's begin with this session. So we'll be solving all these questions in a similar manner the way we have done in the previous sessions. So I'll be showing you these questions one by one. We'll be giving you 1.5 minutes to solve every question. And then once I have got some of the answers from all of you, I'll be doing a small analysis of every question. I'll be trying to give you the most efficient way of solving that question. All right. Once again, I'll tell you that the level of difficulty will not be very difficult. The level of difficulty will be somewhere between easy and moderate. Now, if you want to look at some difficult questions, you can log into our application. Yes, we have an application by the name of BYJU'S Exam Prep. So you can go to our application. There you will also find some of the free sessions in which we discuss some very high level questions. Basically, the questions which have appeared in the previous year papers of CAT examination. All right. So let's begin solving the questions one by one. So all of you, the first question on your screen now. Now a question on geometry to start with. I want all of you to solve this question and post your answer in the chat box in the form of option A, B, C or D. You should not be taking more than 45 seconds to answer this one. Now through these questions, you will be getting to know some of the calculation tricks, some of the faster calculation tricks using which you will be able to solve plenty of time, like in this question. So once I'll be solving this question, I'll be telling you in which faster way we can find out the hypotenuse, or we can talk about a Pythagorean triplet, so that we'll be able to get the third side when two sides of a right angle triangle are already given. Alright, so question says that in a right angle triangle, the lengths of the sides adjacent to the right angles are 35 and 84 centimeter. What is double the area of the circumcircle of that triangle in terms of centimeter square? So basically, your job is to first of all find out the circumradius. Once you get the circumradius, you can find out the area of circumcircle and then find out whatever is being asked in the question. So any answer, you all can post your answer in the form of option A, B, C or D. Not much of calculations. It's just that you'll have to apply your brains, use some tricks in order to find out the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. Okay, let's begin with this. Now, first of all, some basic concepts. Now, this is a right angled triangle, right? Now, in a right angled triangle, the circumradius which is denoted by capital R is denoted by hypotenuse divided by 2. Okay, so half of the hypotenuse is the circumradius. So to find out the circumradius, first of all, we'll have to find out the hypotenuse. Both the perpendicular sides are given, 35 and 84. So I can say that the value of hypotenuse will be equal to under root of 35 square plus 84 square. Now 35 का square calculate करना है, 84 का square calculate करना है. I believe it will be slightly lengthy. So what you need to do is, in such cases, if you can take out some common factor between these two numbers, 35 और 84 में से कुछ भी कॉमन आ सकता है, yes, 7 कॉमन आ सकता है. So if I take out 7 square common, so under root के बाहर एक 7 आ जाएगा, multiplied by under root of, this will become 5 square and this will become 12 square. Now we all know a very famous Pythagorean triplet, a very useful Pythagorean triplet, which is 5, 12, 13. Okay, so 5 and 12 are the perpendicular sides, 13 will be the hypotenuse. So under root of 5 square plus 12 square will be equal to 13 square, whole under the root, and the answer will come out to be 7 into 13, that is 91. So the length of the hypotenuse is equal to 91. We know that circumradius is equal to hypotenuse upon 2. So in this case, the value of circumradius will be equal to 91 divided by 2. Now we have to find out double the area of this circumcircle. So we have to find out twice of pi r square. Okay, right? So r here is this capital R, which is 91 upon 2. So 2 into pi is 22 upon 7 multiplied by capital R square. So this will be 91 upon 2 multiplied by 91 upon 2. Okay, so this is the expression that we'll have to solve for. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. 2 and 22 से cancel हो जाएगा, 11 आ जाएगा, and 7 and 91 cancel होके 13 आ जाएगा. So my final expression for the answer will be 11 into 13 into 91. Totally your wish. If you want to waste your time after this, you can do that. But we can see that in the options, we have 10,000, 12,345, 12,500, and 13,013. If I'll calculate the unit digit of this answer, 1 into 3 into 1, the unit digit of my answer will be equal to 3. There is only one option with unit digit 3, and that is 13,013. So I will safely mark this option as my answer if I have not committed any mistake during the calculations. Okay, so 13,013 will be the final answer of this question. Okay, and Shraddha and Rachel, two of you have given the correct answer. Wonderful. So 13,013, option D is the correct answer. Let's move on and look at the next question. Now, before I move on to the next question, I'll quickly go through what concept I have applied in this. So I started with the circumradius is equal to hypotenuse divided by 2, and this is always true in a right angled triangle. This will not be true in any other kind of triangle, because in any other kind of triangle will not have hypotenuse. So in a right angle triangle, circumradius will be hypotenuse divided by 2. Okay, so I calculated hypotenuse, half किया उसे circumradius आ गया. Then I calculated the area of the circle using the formula pi r square. And since I'm asked to find out the double of the area, so that is why I have multiplied it by 2. That's it. So this was question number 1, right? Let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2, a question of pipes and cisterns. Again, a very common question. So you can quickly give me an answer for this question. It's just that you need to be slightly careful so that you will not have any kind of confusion while finding the answer. So pipe A can fill the tank in 6 hours and pipe B can drain the tank at the rate of. So pipe A का total time दिया हुआ है और pipe B का rate of flow दिया हुआ है. So pipe B can drain the tank at a rate of 5 liters per minute. When pipe B is also open, it takes 2 hours more for pipe A to fill the tank. So if both the pipes are working together, then it will take 2 hours more than the time taken by pipe A to fill the tank alone. We'll have to find out the capacity of the tank in terms of liters. Yes, any answer for this one? Again, not a question of more than 45 seconds. 30 to 45 seconds इतना ही time लगना चाहिए इस type के question के लिए, because this is a very common set of common question that we do in pipes and systems. Now, first of all, we'll start by finding out what will be the time taken by pipe B to drain the tank completely. I will forget this. I will not look at this, the rate of flow of pipe B. Okay. I'll first of all find out the time taken by pipe B when operating alone to empty the tank. So I can say that A is an inlet pipe. So 1 hour work of A minus 1 hour work of B, since B is an outlet, is equal to the net 1 hour work. Okay. Now time taken by A is 6 hours. So 1 hour work will be 1 upon 6 minus 1 hour work of B, which I don't know, is equal to the net 1 hour work. Now if both the pipes are working together, then it takes 2 hours more for like 2 hours more than pipe A working alone. Now pipe A working alone took 6 hours. So when both of them will work together, it will take 8 hours. So the equation will be 1 upon 6 minus 1 upon B is equal to 1 upon 8. So from here I'll solve for B. So 1 upon B will be 1 upon 6 minus 1 upon 8. That is 1 upon 24. So the value of B, or the number of hours that B will take to completely drain the tank, will be 24 hours. Okay, so B will drain the entire tank in 24 hours. Now I will consider the rate of flow in pipe B. Now pipe B can drain 5 liters per minute. So in 24 hours, it will drain a total of 24 into 60. First of all, I'll convert this in terms of minutes. 24 into 60 is the number of minutes. Multiplied by 5 will give me the total capacity of the tank. Okay, so that will come out to be 7200. So 7200 liters will be the capacity of this particular tank, and the correct answer here is option B. And none of you could give me a correct answer for this. Okay, I was expecting an answer for this, but none of you has given. So no problem. Just look at the next question and try to give me an answer for the next one. Question number 3 on your screen now. This is an easier one, easy question on number systems. Find the sum of the digits of the smallest 4-digit number, which is divisible by all the single-digit prime numbers. Yes, Sagina, we can do it using the LCM method as well. I'll go back and will explain you. So pipe A takes 6 hours. Let's say pipe B takes X number of hours, and together it is given that they will take 8 hours. Okay. So I will assume the total work as the 24x. So 1 hour work of A is 4x. 1 hour work of B will be 24, and 1 hour work of working together will be 3x. So I can say that 4x minus 24 is equal to 3x. So the value of x will be equal to 24. 24 hours is the time taken by B to work alone. 24 hours converted to minutes, 24 into 60, and then multiply by 5 will give you the total capacity. So this is using LCM method, not by fraction but by LCM method. Okay? Let's move on and look at question number 3. Find the sum of the digits of the smallest 4-digit number, which is divisible by all the single-digit prime numbers. Come on, quickly. Easy question है. At least इसका तो आंसर कर दो सब लोग. First of all, you'll have to list all the single-digit prime numbers. Let's start by doing that. So all single-digit prime numbers 2, 3, 5, and 7. A number should be divisible by all of them. So I will take LCM of these 4 numbers, right? Okay. So Shrikant has given an answer. Okay, Shrikant, check करते हैं कि answer सही है या फिर नहीं. So LCM of these 4 numbers will be 6 into 5, 30 into 7, 210. So 210 is the least common multiple. So any number which is divisible by all these numbers should be divisible by 210, or it should be a multiple of 210. Now I'm looking for a 4-digit number, a smallest 4-digit number of this type. So I'll multiply it by 5 to obtain 1050. So 1050 will be the smallest 4-digit number which will be divisible by 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay. Now calculate the sum of the digits of this number. The sum of the digits is 1 plus 0 plus 5 plus 6, 5 plus 0, and that is equal to 6. So the correct answer, yes, it is option A. Shrikant, Vikram, Shrujana, and Archana, 4 of you have given correct answer. Nice, good. So correct answer for question number 3 is option A. Let's move on and look at the next question. Question number 4. Easy question है ये भी. Now I'll be telling you the faster way of doing this question. Okay? Now one way is you can find out the number of terms and then find out which term will be the middle term. Okay? And then calculate that term. I'll give you the faster way. Right? So first of all, I want to see how many of you can give me a correct answer in less than a minute. All right, Shrikant, first one to give an answer. Shrujana, same answer. Good, lovely. Okay. All right. Now I'll be giving you two different ways of solving this question. I'm not looking at the conventional way, which will be the third and the lengthiest way of solving this, but I'll be looking at two more efficient ways than the conventional way. First of all, you must understand the given series. Now, this is an arithmetic progression, right? With a common difference of 3. Okay? This is an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 3. So, I can relate every term with a multiple of 3. I can say that every term is 1 more than a multiple of 3. 3k plus 1. Every term. 4, 7, 10, 13. All these numbers are 1 more than every multiple of 3. So the first term is 3 plus 1. The second term is 6 plus 1. Then 9 plus 1, 12 plus 1, 15 plus 1. These are the terms. Okay. So first of all, I have calculated the general form of every term of the series. That is a multiple of 3 plus 1. Now check among the options if all these options or which of these options are in this form. Since I'm calculating the middle term, so middle term will also be one of the terms of the series. So checking option A, 320. Now tell me all of you, yes or no? 320, is it of the form a multiple of 3 plus 1? 320, is it in the form of multiple of 3 plus 1? No, it is not. So 320, it is not. So option B will also be eliminated because it has 320. Again, 318, this number is also not in the form of multiple of 3 plus 1. So 318, 321 will be eliminated. I have already eliminated 3 options and left with only one option, and that will be the answer. Okay, simple as that, right? So this is one way of solving this. When the options are favorable, ये सारे options favorable थे, 3 options eliminate कर दिए मैंने and एक option बच गया. Now what if the options are not favorable? That means all the options are in the form of 3k plus 1. अगर सारे के सारे इस फॉर्म में होते तो हम क्या करते? ठीक है? In that case, you need to know two things. Number one, if the number of terms is odd, then there will be a single middle term. But if the number of terms is even, then there will be two middle terms. Okay. If there is single middle term, obviously it will be of the form 3k plus 1, right? If there are two middle terms, that means total number of terms is even. and there will be two middle terms, then both these terms are or will be of the form 3k plus 1 for this question. Okay. Now, to find out the average, if I calculate the average of the entire series, it will be 4 plus 637 divided by 2, and that will be the middle number. That will be the middle number, or it will be the average of middle terms. I'll explain you once again. So if the number of terms is odd, there will be a single middle term, and it can be easily calculated by using first term plus last term divided by 2. But if there are two middle terms, in that case, a plus l divided by 2 will give me the average of these two middle terms. Okay, so let's say what I am getting in this case. So this sum is 641 divided by 2, that is 320.5. Now 320.5 is obviously not a part of this series. So 320.5, I can say that will be the average of two middle terms. And these two middle terms are separated at a gap of 3 because the common difference is 3. So 320.5, I have to write two numbers on either side of this number such that these two numbers differs by 3. अब इन दोनों numbers का difference 3 होगा. That means the difference of these two numbers with 320.5 should be half of 3, that is 1.5. So 320.5 में से 1.5 subtract कर दो and 1.5 add कर दो. You will get the two middle terms, which are 319 and 322. Okay, and option D will be the correct answer for this question. Okay, all right. So that was question number 4. Let's quickly move on to the fifth question. Fifth question, easy one. 30 seconds. You need to give me an answer. 30 seconds. Find the area of triangle bound by the straight line 4x plus 3y equal to 12 and the axis in square units. So you'll have to give your answer in square units. A very easy question. All right, good. चलिए, so triangle plot करते हैं. So we have to find the area of triangle by a straight line and the coordinate axis. So let's say these are the coordinate axis. Now this line, let's plot the equation of this one. So if I put x equal to 0, I'll get the value of y as 4. And if I put y as 0, the value of x will be equal to 3. So these are the 2 points from which the line is passing. So first point is 0, 4 will be lying on y axis, let's say somewhere here, 0, 4. And the second point is 3, 0. So these are the 2 points. So I can say that this will be the equation of the line, this will be the straight line. Okay. So we have to find out the area of this triangle that is formed, which is bounded by the equation of line and the coordinate axis. Now this length will be 4, this length will be 3, this is a right angled triangle. So half into base into height, that is equal to 6, will be the area of this triangle. And yes, that is correct answer. Okay, so correct answer is option 5. Let's move, sorry, correct answer is option A, that is 6 for question number 5. And let's move on to the next question, question number 6. Question number 6 looks slightly lengthy, but it's an easy question of averages. So don't be afraid in solving this one. This is an easy question of averages. आराम से solve करो इसे. Now the working days are 5 in entire week. So he works for 5 days in a week from Monday up till Friday. Now, every day he creates some new questions for CAT. In the first 3 days, that means Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, he created on an average of 10 questions. In the last 3 days, that means Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, he created on an average of 11 questions. If in the entire week he created on average 12 questions, then how many questions did he create on Wednesday? यदि पाइथागोरस थ्योरम यूज करते तो हाइपोटेन्यूज की वैल्यू 5 आती, हमें एरिया कैलकुलेट करना है. So for the previous question, you don't need to use Pythagoras theorem if you want to calculate the area of the triangle. If you want to calculate hypotenuse, yes, you could have used Pythagoras theorem, and the value of hypotenuse will be equal to 5 for the previous question. Okay, any answer? So working days are Monday to Friday, right? These 5 days. For the first 3 days, that means Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The average is 10. So if the average is 10, the sum will be 10 into 3, that is 30. Orally भी कर सकते हो इस question को. For the last 3 days, that means Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The average is 11, so the sum will be 33. Okay. Now total for all 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The average is 12, so sum will be 12 into 5, that is 60. Okay. Now if you add these two, you will have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Wednesday दो बार होता है. So the sum of these two is 63. If 60 is subtracted from this, I'll be left with only the value of Wednesday. Okay, सिर्फ Wednesday की value बच जाएगी, because this 63, that is the sum of first two equations, will be Monday, Tuesday, twice of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so इसमें से अगर मैं Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday subtract कर देता हूँ, I'll be left with only one times Wednesday, and the value will be equal to 3. So the number of questions that we create on Wednesday will be equal to 3, and option D is the correct answer. So Shrikant, Archana, Shujana, Nagesh, Sarika, Resham, Vikram, all of you have given correct answer. Good. Let's move on and look at question number 7. This one is a logical question. Okay. Now, 8 friends have a distinct number of copies which forms a geometric progression. If any friend cannot get less than 2 and more than 300, then find which of the following can be the number of copies that any of the friends can have. Yes, Nidhi, these are pretty simple, but definitely, if you look at last 4 or last 5 years paper of CAT examination, you will get some easy questions as well in CAT exam. Okay. So yes, these are easy, but yes, this type of questions are also asked in CAT. Yes, any answer for this? All right. Okay. Now, any friend cannot get less than 2 copies. So, minimum number of copies that anyone can have can be 2. Okay. I'll start from here. Now, every person will have distinct copies, and the number of copies will be a natural number, definitely. So, we can say that here the common ratio that we'll use should also be an integer. Common ratio एक integer होना चाहिए. Otherwise, the other values of the GP will not come out to be integral values. Okay. So the minimum number of copies can be 2. That can be the minimum value of A. Common ratio should be an integral value. I cannot take common ratio as 1 because all the friends have the same number of topics. So the minimum value of common ratio that I can take is 2. Now using these two numbers, if I write the number of topics, so it will be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. These are 7 people and 256. Okay. Now 256 is less than 300, so my other condition is also satisfied. So this can be one of the ways in which topics can be given. Now there is no need to look at any other way because I have already got the answer as 32. Okay, so 32 is one of the terms of the GP that I have made. Okay, now even if you will take, let's say, the common ratio as 3. So 2, 6, 18, 54, these are 4 terms, 162, fifth term. Now once you will write sixth term, after this you will write sixth term, that will be 486 and it will exceed 300. So you cannot consider 3 as the common ratio starting with 2 as the first term. अब 3 common ratio नहीं हो सकता तो उसके ऊपर भी कोई value नहीं हो सकती. What if I start with the first term as 3 and common ratio as 2? What will happen? So 3 is the first term. So 3, then 6, 12, 24, 48, the fifth term. 96 is the sixth term. 192 is the seventh term. So I've got 192 as the seventh term. Now if I write the eighth term, that will exceed 300. Okay. So once again, A cannot be equal to 3. And hence I have unique way of allocating these numbers. Right. So 32 is one of the terms that will be there in this GP. And option A, 32 is the correct answer. Right? Let's move on and look at next question, question number 8. Now, question number 8, a question on time and work. A, B, and C, while working alone, can complete a work in 10, 12, and 15 days, respectively. A and C started to work together, and after working for 3 days, A left, and C works alone for 3 days. Then B joins C to complete the remaining work. In how many days the total work was completed? Let's see who will be the first person to give an answer. Srikanth once again. Srikanth, एक बार cross check कर लो because I remember one of the questions you answered previously, like थोड़ी देर पहले, was wrong. So एक बार cross check कर लो before you give the answer, before you finalize the answer. Vikram has also mentioned the same answer. So I believe it should be correct. But still, both of you, why not check the answer? Because you still have some time. चलिए स्टार्ट करें. आसान क्वेश्चन है, खत्म करते हैं. 10, 12 and 15, LCM of these three numbers is equal to 60. So I'll start by assuming total work as 60. So A's one day work will be 60 upon 10, that is 6. B's one day work will be 5 and C's one day work will be 4. Now first of all, A and C started and worked for 3 days. So in 3 days they will finish. A's one day work and C's one day work are 6 and 4. Multiply by 3, that is 30 units out of 60. Then A left and C works alone for 3 days. So C in 3 days, will finish 3 into 4, that is for the 12 units. Okay. So now 42 units of work is finished and 18 units of work is left, which will be done by B and C. So B and C in one day can finish 9 units. 5 plus 4 is 9. So they will require another 2 days to finish this work. Okay, and the work will be finished. Okay, So total number of days required to finish the entire work is, यहाँ पे 3 days लगे थे, then 3 days and then 2 days. So 3 plus 3 plus 2, that is 8 days will be the total number of days required to finish the complete work, and that should be the correct answer. Okay, so option C, that is 8, is the correct answer for this question. Right. So friends, that is all from my side for the day. You can unlock the free trial on the portal of BYJU'S Exam Prep by visiting the application, entering your number, and you can start your free trial for 3 days on our portal. You can now enroll for our test series that is one of the best test series for the preparation of CAT 2023 and the other management entrance examinations. Now, this test series covers 80 plus mock papers, 1000 practice tests, practice questions that will have all topic tests and the subtopic tests. You will get video solutions of all the CAT mock papers as well as a detailed mock analysis. So hurry up and enroll for this test series. All right. Also, new batches are available. You can enroll for CAT 2023 comprehensive batches. The complete details of the things that will be available to all of you in this batch are given on the screen. CAT 2024 Start Early to Stay Ahead. This was the live interactive workshop which was conducted on 3rd of September at 11 a.m. In case any one of you has missed this session, you can probably visit our application, BYJU'S Exam Prep, and look for the recording of this. Otherwise, we'll be conducting this session in future as well. All India Open Mock will be live starting from 8th of September up till 17th of September. All of you must, you are a student of BYJU'S, you are not a student of BYJU'S, all of you must register for this All India Open Mock Test Series. Go ahead and do that. You can get up to 90% scholarship on all our CAT preparation programs. The next scholarship test will be conducted on 10th of September at 11 a.m. So do register for the scholarship test by visiting our application. Friends, that's all from my side. You can get social with us on all these social media platforms. Okay. Shikan says, faculties mock attempt. Okay, so Shrikant, that will be a session that will be conducted. So right now it will probably not be there, but you can call at the call center and you will get to know about this. All right, or you can mail us at doubts cat doubts at byju's.com. You can mail us and you will get all the information about that. All right. So, friends, thank you very much for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you once again. Bye.